The rain poured heavily over the quiet town of Brookville, washing the streets in silver reflections. Alex, a 17-year-old boy with tired eyes and big dreams, walked slowly toward his small house at the end of the street. His shoes were wet, and his school bag felt heavier than usual, not because of books, but because of worries he carried inside. Alex lived with his mother, Maria, who worked 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. His father had left years ago, leaving behind silence and unanswered questions. Every day after school, Alex worked at a small grocery store to help his mother pay the bills. Even though life was tough, he never complained. Instead, he kept his dreams alive. He wanted to become a filmmaker one day. One evening, while cleaning old boxes in the attic, Alex discovered a dusty video camera that once belonged to his father. Curious and emotional, he turned it on. The battery was almost dead, but one old recording remained. It showed his father laughing and encouraging a younger Alex to chase his dreams. "Never stop creating," his father's voice echoed through the room. That night, Alex couldn't sleep. The video awakened something inside him, a mixture of hope, sadness, and determination. The next morning, he decided to start filming small moments of his life: the busy streets, the kind shop owner, and even his hard-working mother preparing breakfast before sunrise. At school, Alex faced challenges. Some classmates laughed at him for carrying an old camera everywhere. But one girl named Sarah noticed his passion. She admired his courage and offered to help him edit videos using her laptop. Together, they started creating short films about real people and real struggles in their town. As days passed, Alex's confidence grew. However, problems also began to appear. His job hours increased, his schoolwork became harder, and his mother fell sick from exhaustion. Alex felt trapped between responsibilities and dreams. One evening, after a long day, he almost threw the camera away, believing his dream was impossible. But then he remembered the old recording and his father's words, "Never stop creating." With renewed strength, Alex decided to continue filming, even if it meant sacrificing sleep and comfort. He promised himself that one day his story would inspire others who felt lost and hopeless. Unbeknownst to Alex, one of his videos, a simple clip showing his mother's silent struggles, was about to change his life forever. A stranger from another city had seen the video and shared it online. The views began to grow rapidly, and messages of support started pouring in. Alex had no idea that his journey was only beginning, and that the biggest challenge of his life was just around the corner. Alex woke up the next morning to dozens of notifications on Sarah's laptop. Confused and nervous, he opened the messages and realized that his simple video about his mother had gone viral overnight. Thousands of people had watched it, shared it, and left supportive comments. Some viewers said the video reminded them of their own families and struggles. Others praised Alex's honesty and storytelling. At first, Alex felt excited, but fear quickly followed. He worried about what his mother would think and whether people at school would make fun of him again. When he told Maria about the video, she was surprised but proud. Tears filled her eyes as she hugged him tightly. "You showed the world our truth," she said softly. "And you did it with respect." However, fame brought new challenges. Some classmates suddenly wanted to be his friend, while others accused him of seeking attention. Alex felt overwhelmed by the sudden change. Even his boss at the grocery store expected him to work longer hours because more customers recognized him. Alex struggled to balance school, work, and his growing online presence. One afternoon, Alex received an email from a small film competition inviting him to submit a short documentary. The winner would receive a scholarship to a filmmaking program. Sarah encouraged him to participate, believing it was the chance he had been waiting for. But Alex hesitated. His mother's health was still fragile, and he felt guilty focusing on his dreams while she worked so hard. That evening, Maria noticed his silence and asked what was wrong. When Alex explained everything, she smiled gently and reminded him that dreams are not selfish, they are a way to build a better future. Her words gave him the courage to start working on the documentary. For weeks, Alex filmed the stories of everyday heroes in Brookville: a teacher who bought books for poor students, a young mechanic supporting his siblings, and an elderly woman feeding stray animals. Through these stories, Alex realized that everyone carried hidden struggles but also incredible strength. As the competition deadline approached, problems struck again. Alex's camera suddenly stopped working after falling during a crowded street shoot. He felt devastated, believing all his hard work was wasted. But Sarah and several community members he had filmed came together to help him. They raised money to repair the camera and encouraged him not to give up. With renewed hope, Alex finished the documentary just hours before the deadline. When he finally submitted it, he felt proud, not because of potential fame or success, but because he had told real stories that mattered. Days later, while sitting with his mother and Sarah in their small living room, Alex received a message from the competition judges. His hands trembled as he opened it. The words on the screen made his heart race. He had been selected as one of the finalists. Alex realized that this was only the beginning of a bigger journey, one filled with challenges, growth, and endless possibilities. And for the first time in his life, he truly believed that his dreams could become reality.